59 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
If you come together and there's no cutout, somebody's got to back up, and there's just this courtesy thing, and it kind of works out. Well, one time we were going along, and a car was coming at us, and it went right by its cutout and kept going, and so it was clearly their move to back up to let us go. But as the person did, they didn't want to do it at first, and we're looking at them from 50 yards away or something. They shoot us double bird, and we're like, what? That was clearly your mistake. So they backed up into the spot, and we move on. And as we're going by, it's an older gentleman, 75 years old or something, and clearly probably a local. He shoots us another bird, and it's like, dude, that was clearly your fault. And so if you're ever up there, it's one of the things you have to negotiate.
International Sign Language.
It's What's Your Beef Wednesday. Call or tweet the show and share what you're beefing with today. 877-377-6963. Live from the Bud Light Studios. Produced by Colton Little. With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
It's good to have Tom Murphy back with us yesterday, and that was a beef that I don't know the people that passed by had. I guess a little combination, him getting not one, but multiple birds in his trip. It's one thing to do it once,
It just
another
seems-
thing to do it a handful of times.
It seems half-assed to only give the single bird when you could easily, with not much more effort, double bird somebody. So,
With driving, though, you got to keep both hands.
I didn't
one
fully
hand on the
make
wheel.
them mad if I only get one bird from somebody.
Gotta take
If I get the double bird, then I know I've really rage-baited them.
both hands off the wheel,
Rage bait,
and then
good word,
just
Tom.
just get it back on real quick. It would have been Toby Keith's 65th birthday today. Passed away 2 years ago. So I thought that was fitting to have him coming in here on this What's Your Beef Wednesday this morning.
Oklahoma guy, but some Arkansas ties. Went to junior high in Fort Smith. Has family in the Fort Smith area.
Frequented Arkansas.
Well, he owned horses at Oaklawn, so yeah, I mean, ties to our state. Still, his music pops up frequently in my playlist, and did over the weekend as well. What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. It is summer grilling season, and if you need to get on the grill and you need good stuff to put on that grill, Richard's has it for you, whether it's gourmet burgers, fresh house-made sausages. Also, they do the kielbasa and bratwurst. That's what I was trying to think of. The homemade, house-made brat. They've got a variety. Last time we were over there doing a show, I was amazed with how many different kinds of bratwurst and sausages they do as far as the flavoring and the seasoning. So those are always good, and a little bit of variety there as well. Steaks, of course, they got that. Anything you really need, whether it's poultry, seafood, or prime beef, they have it at Richard's Country Meat Market, 479-443-0000, or see them online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
All right, do we have beefs ready to go? You want me to lead off?
Go for it.
Well, I think the chasm, the lack of sports that we have for the next 2 months, like we do the countdown, the Bud Light countdown, 59 days out from Razorback football. It's a few less than that for college football. It's a few more for that for the NFL. You've got MLB. I don't have a huge allegiance to the Kansas City Royals or any other MLB team for that matter. Summer League a little bit, but there's just really nothing sports-wise on. There is a reason that ABC is now simulcasting Monday Night Football, because it draws better than any network show they were putting on, any drama, any comedy, anything they were putting on, because sports still, to this day, now they weren't as powerful as they were when they said there was 4 or 5 channels, but still are the best thing to put on television. So for 2 months, it's dry, it's barren, and I don't like it.
Fireworks. That's my beef.
Want it to be over with, don't you, Tom?
No, that's not the problem. I mean, everything is expensive these days, right?
Oh, man.
And you go buy firework, and you buy one of these, higher end, beefed up, souped up bottle rockets or something. They come on like a stick the size of this pen I'm holding in my hand that's that big around, and then you fire it off and it's like a dud. What do you do? I mean, what am I going to do? Go pick up the thing and say, hey, this didn't work, and get my money back? several of and it wasn't so much just watching fireworks shows around the neighborhood there at the river.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a little bit piss you off a little bit. You pay good money for something, and some of them don't work. So that's one of my beefs. What do you do with duds on fireworks?
Most of them get
kinda like
shipped over from China.
Right.
You're gonna blame
What am I
China?
gonna do? Paid good money for this. Anybody else have dud issues over the weekend?
I didn't shoot any off. Colton, did you shoot any off?
I did not. No.
I saw plenty of cool
What did y'all do then?
display. I mean, we watched them.
I
I said that. You heard me say that. You heard me say that Monday. I said
You
this
an
is the
old
first
man or
time
something?
in
No shooting any
forever that I
fireworks?
didn't shoot any off.
I don't listen to what you say.
I was at
anyway.
work on the holiday, so I think I'm excused from that.
You
worked Saturday
you
night?
didn't work
Well, I mean,
Saturday
still, it
night.
doesn't matter. I was
Well, you don't
working.
shoot fireworks during the day.
I have a young child. I'd like to keep all my digits intact, if you don't mind.
I will say I did get complaints from certain people that have now newborns and dogs or whatever. Like when you go late into the night and the kid can't sleep. And that's this typical. It's just people shoot. There's no when is the appropriate time to stop shooting fireworks?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Well, I mean I heard them well into 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't bother me.
Oh yeah, remember you had to roll up your window. You were screaming and crouching like a little girl that you were going to get hit with a
Yeah.
bottle rocket
That's
or a Roman candle.
That's
or something.
exactly what happened.
I think
But
I think I quoted him verbatim. Did I not?
I was one of those things. I was too close, and I really didn't want to get a firework that one of those duds that you're talking
Well,
about that you thought was a dud
the bigger
lands in your
what-
car, and then
Oh.
boom. That's what you don't want. That's what you don't want to have.
Bigger concern is why were you out eating at midnight?
It's hungry.
That's not good for you.
So what do you mean it's not like in terms of just the
Bad
the
digestion.
that
I
way?
mean, it's just bad for your health, man, to be eating at midnight.
I got 2 burritos. It was great.
Oh.
Tyler from Winslow texted in, all my Roman candles were duds.
Yeah.
And this was my 2-year-old's first year to light her own fireworks. She was unimpressed. That's like the buildup. Like you think about your kid, like when you bring your kid in on Christmas morning for the first time, that when they can walk, or you get to take them and sit them down on Thanksgiving dinner. And there's a big old turkey. Like there's certain life moments as a family that you want to get pictures of, remember, and like you light up a kid's firework for the first time and it doesn't work,
Yeah.
and that's like a lasting memory, a lasting impression you have. That's kind of a bummer.
Hey, Friday, we'll do our Fence Man Friday picks. We're going to be live at Hardee's. We'll do them from there. You can get $1.49 sausage biscuits. Going to tell you more about that. But Fence Man's going to join us, and we'll do our picks. You can call the Fence Man right now, 782-3936. Ask for Brandon. He'll come out, give you a quote, save you up to $500 by mentioning you heard it here on ESPN Arkansas, the Morning Rush. They'll give you a special discount up to $500. All right? So call for Brandon, 782-3936, 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
David in Alma said he didn't spend 1 penny on fireworks, and it was glorious. Just watched them. I don't know if that's like leeching. It wasn't the house I was at that was shooting them off, but it was the house next door, and then the place next to the burrito place next door that was shooting them off. This is, again, the first time since I could afford to buy fireworks in probably 25 years that I have not purchased one single firework, just because I just didn't fit in the schedule, I guess.
I threw some Pop-Its on the ground. That was
Okay.
kind of fun.
You scare Carter?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
He enjoyed that.
Friday night, they do a big fireworks show on the lake at Norfolk between the Twin Bridges. They do a really nice show, and first time I'd driven the boat up there and done all that, and I had my oldest daughter and her husband on the boat, but other than that, it was teenagers and me. And it was great. We sat up there, you waited till dark. It was about 9:15, 9:30 before they started shooting the fireworks there on Norfolk. And that was all great. Good show. They had it tuned up with one of the local radio stations there, and it was all great. But, man, then when it's time to leave and it's not a full moon night and you got 1,000 boats going 1,000 different directions at once,
Yeah.
and you can't see. I mean, it's pitch dark.
People have been drinking.
You were safe, weren't you?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
You didn't touch a beer, did you?
No, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. I think I'd have been better if I had. Thankfully, we had
You've been braver.
navigation charts on it because you couldn't see a thing.
Squat.
You couldn't see the shoreline. I was just trying to keep it in the.
Between the buoys.
Well, you couldn't see the buoys either. But it was about a 12-mile ride back to the Quarry Marina, but we made it. But man, it was can't see the wakes for the other boats. You got some guys out there that are like it's like snow and ice driving 50 miles an hour, and I'm just trying to putter along at 15 or 20, just stay safe.
Speaking of visibility, I didn't know this. Did you? My left headlight went out on Saturday, and one of my buddies noticed it. Did you know if you slap it, it'll come back on?
Well,
you
got
aware of
to short
that?
it. No, it means you got a wiring issue.
A wiring issue. Okay, well,
Obviously,
one
the
of
filament.
one of my
Driving
friends
a
was like, "Hey,
cartoon
you need to
car.
slap it, and it'll come back on." I thought he was kidding, and the other guy did it, and it worked. So that's a wiring issue.
Well, the filament went out. Yeah, I mean,
You're,
the
you're
bulb.
speaking in language. Talk like I'm 5. What is filament? What is that?
The little wire inside the light bulb that makes it glow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not the wiring from the. Okay. Well, I
So
got to
it's the
replace.
little piece of metal. Yeah,
I got to replace.
You
We
need
gotta
an
fix.
LED headlights, what you
Okay.
need.
Gotta
And you won't
fix.
have that issue.
You need to get a new
Robert
car.
says you need to install headlights on your boat.
Well,
Lily's going to hold on for hopefully another 100,000 miles. We'll
if
see.
I think next year if I do that again, and that's a big if, I'll take a spotlight with me.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's probably smart.
But I mean, we made it back. It was a little anxious, but
How many teenagers were in the boat in addition to your
oh,
youngest or
Let's see, how many were there? There was 5, 6 teenagers.
So you had 9
Taylor and
total
Robert.
on the boat.
So there's 9 of us.
Okay.
Did they recognize the danger of the situation, or were they
They-
making it worse?
They I don't think they recognized it, but they knew it was
Precarious.
yeah. They knew I had to be cautious.
Mhm.
Okay.
So what I tried to do is just find a boat that's a little bit faster than me, get in behind them, and just ride in their wake.
There you go.
And that way, I knew it'd be a little bit smooth.
That's smart.
But the problem, all them, but no boats don't have headlights. You got anchor lights, you got navigation lights.
Mhm.
So you got the little green and red lights going on out there. But they're little small dots, and you're just trying to follow dots around and avoid hitting other dots. So
All right.
anyway,
let's
that was a little bit precarious for the weekend.
give you a rundown of the show today. Big 12 Media Day is going on in Frisco at the Star. There's notable news coming out that we'll get to. Saw that Jalen Brunson's having surgery, Colton. We can talk about that a little bit.
Mhm.
It's picture day here at the office. We'll touch on that. Hog update coming up. Artie's going to join us at 10 per usual. And then we'll have Arkansas Diamonds head coach Bones Bagante join us at 10:45 as well. Rod's going to join us right now here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Rod, you had some thoughts on fireworks this morning. Fire away.
Oh man, I'm so tired of fireworks. Bing, bang, boom, 1 o'clock in the morning. And this is on Sunday. This is not on Saturday. These people are still, who are these people that can afford all these expensive high dollar fireworks for 3 continual days?
Well, they're not expensive
I
on
mean-
Sunday, Rod. You buy them at clearance. You buy them off the rack. They're a lot cheaper.
Oh, I'm telling you, you drive 12 hours, you go home, you're trying to go to bed at 9 o'clock at night so you can get up at 4. I guess these people want to eat because that's all I haul is food. And I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
Bing, bang. I tell you that last one, I think it took a piece of siding off my house right next to my bedroom.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it went boom. I'm like, I sat straight up in bed and said, my hair. I was ready to get my friggin' AK and head out the door. I'll make some fireworks for them.
Your AK.
Scared the hell out of me. But, and your headlight, next time you have one installed, make sure they put a little dielectric grease on the contact points before they plug it in.
Yeah.
That'll block out the moisture and help, give you contact, and it'll last longer too.
Did you check?
But
And Rod's a professional driver, so he can help it. Did you check your headlight fluid? You might just be low on fluid.
Stop.
Oh.
Shut off. That's not. There are certain things I can pick up on. I can
mean-
pick up on certain sarcasm from time to time. We're not going down that
Yeah.
road.
You might
I'm
need
sharp
headlight
this
fluid
morning.
before you go
I've had
snipe
my
hunting.
coffee. There's everything. Every once in a while, I can pick up sarcasm and stuff like
Probably,
that.
probably just
I got
low on
that
headlight
early.
fluid.
Rod, tell
Or
him
it
what
could
he
be
needs.
blinker fluids low too.
Tell him what he needs. again,
yeah,
Rod. Tell him
blinker
what he
fluid,
needs.
don't fluid. Yes, that's critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, out here, I mean, you get used to certain things, and you'll have a headlight that's not quite plugging in real good, and that's what I use on it as a dielectric grease. But it's really irritating because you think you're going blind. No, your headlights are going out.
Yeah.
That's really, really irritating, especially at night, like with bad weather.
So you don't just slap
But,
the headlight like Ty did. to get it
Well,
working.
it worked
You
for a
can.
couple days. Yeah, it worked for a couple days.
You can. You probably knock the filament out of it.
Yeah.
You
What-
know,
hey,
especially the H11.
What's a filament?
Okay. Well, most people use, they use projection headlights now, and they don't really have a filament.
No.
But the old filament, that wire that crosses between the two prongs and then down, that resistance that produces the incandescent, light.
See, Ty, now you know
Yeah,
more
that's
than you
your-
ever wanted to
that's-
know about it.
I'm good. I thought I can pay someone to tell me all
Oh.
this rather than.
Yeah. Just go get you
learn
an
about it.
LED
Yeah.
headlight and be done with it. That's what you
Yeah,
need.
those LEDs are pretty good.
Thanks, Rod. Appreciate it. Did you hear any fireworks on Sunday?
Did I
I
watch?
didn't. I didn't hear
No.
any fireworks
No,
on
I
Sunday.
did not.
Colton, did you hear any?
I heard some up until last night. So
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
They're still shooting them
yeah.
off.
Some roads.
Even
in
I've
my
still got
neighborhood-
a
some
pretty good
roads in my
sized
neighborhood.
box left.
Yeah, you said on
I
Monday.
may
you
shoot
had-
some more off at the river this weekend.
There you go.
Nope. Still got extras.
Yeah.
Still got extras.
All right, more to get to. Is that our opening drive, or you still got an opening drive to get to? Are we making that our opening drive?
I mean, I've got one, and
All right.
unless you want to
Opening drive in just a second. No, that's fine. I'm just trying to get where you were pacing here. Get by the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. Customize any lure that you want that they've got available there. It's just a $3 upcharge. We were talking with Bruce yesterday. These would make great company gifts. Like if you got clients that really love fishing and being on the water, this would be really cool for them. So you can go by and put your company message right there on the lure, give it to them. Great present. They were big Father's Day items. So gift giving, birthdays, those kind of things, perfect for someone that loves to be on the water. That's the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith.
All right, let's get into it. Some more fireworks coming out of Frisco.
Last year, we entered a partnership with Monster Energy to be the official energy drink of the Big 12. And today we build on that with Monster Energy becoming the entitlement partner of Big 12 football and Big 12 basketball regular seasons. Ask that question again, and I'm going to give you the answer I want to give you, so go ahead.
Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders, and yet there's a lawsuit. Cincinnati has yet to be touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe them?
No, I didn't say greater than 12. You misquoted me.
This is the opening drive.
I want to get to that interaction because I think there's some stuff we can get into in regards to. Doesn't seem like Cincinnati has taken any flack and kind of gone unscathed through this Sorsby mess. But initially, you heard Brett Yormark talking about the conversation and agreement with Monster Energy, the official sponsor of Big 12 football, men's and women's basketball, calling, I guess, what the Monster Big 12.
So
I mean,
Monster Energy Big 12
yeah,
football.
Monster Energy. You've got jersey patches, field logos, $20 million a year, which seems light.
well,
very low.
okay, so there's 18 teams now in the Big 12.
Oh, 16.
So they're going to get just over $1 million a school.
Yeah.
I mean, the league office is going to keep a slice of this for their overhead, I'm sure. But this isn't like earth-shattering, going to change your level of NIL type money here. I think you're right. $20 million for if that's the deal for every school, and the league is cutting up $20 million, as I read it. This isn't. It does seem like a good value for Monster Energy drinks.
A lot of people are asking, are the Monster Energy girls involved? I've yet to see Brett Yormark comment on that. We'll have to wait
Lots
and
of people
see.
are asking, or
Yeah,
just you're
several,
asking.
Several are asking. It is
I think Ty's
widely
asking.
wondering if that's going to.
He's now a Big 12 fan.
Yeah, if they're making appearances at the Big 12 games. But
What would a deal like this go for in the SEC? Because it wouldn't mean no damn $20
think
million.
about, so the money distribution is slightly under what, $50 million now for each SEC school.
No, it's like close to 70.
Okay, 70. So slightly under 70 million. That was kind of like when I saw this, I was like, I would think they would get almost like TV type of money from a brand each and every year. If you, again, combined men's basketball, women's basketball, both elite, and men's football, which we know is elite, you got 3 elite sports. I mean, Big 12 basketball is really good.
Yeah.
I can't tell you a lick about the
I
women's basketball.
I wouldn't call their football elite, but it is.
It's
it does-
third. It's third.
Yeah.
But it's not elite. It's not Big 10. It's not SEC.
Right.
So, but still, like 20.
But I think it's better in the ACC, is your point.
Yeah. $20 million though, like you said, when you give them the conference office in Dallas $4 million, you give the other 16 schools $1 million. They're probably like, that's all you could get.
The schools might get, they're going to get $1 million and change. The league's going to keep a little bit of it for overhead, but I would presume. But even if you took the 20 and divided it by the number of schools in that league, that's not that many. That's not that much money. I'm just saying, $1.5 million is not changing your budget.
Yeah, I just thought that. No, I thought Monster's the winner in all this.
Absolutely.
You're telling me you get to slap all our logos and we get all these mentions for football, basketball,
all this visibility inside the stadium
for just $20 million.
It devalues what a jersey patch is worth. It devalues it completely. So anybody now that's going out there to get their jersey sponsored, now it's only worth what $1 million.
If this deal is what we think it is, then that seems. Yeah, I'm sure they were laughing in Birmingham.
Well, Big 12 is just trying to hang on to keep up with everybody else, and this is why they're doing that, and it's not working out.
They don't obviously, the schools don't get the money divvied out to what is divvied out in the Big Ten or here in the Southeastern Conference, but still, and I think your market's done a good job in the midst of all these flux and changes within college sports and college football, but I think this is a misstep on his part financially.
I think he got all he could get, though. That would be what I would presume out of this. That's all they were willing to pay, and no one else was willing to pay $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
He got all he could get. It may be worth more, but he got all he could get. All right, that's the opening drive. It's brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 is the number. Call if you need rock, sand, gravel, any aggregates, ready-mix concrete, or asphalt. I know this is the time of the year with the heat. The asphalt plants are busy. Road crews are working around the clock. But even if you just need to do a driveway or maybe a sidewalk extension, you want to do it with asphalt or ready-mix concrete, they can help you. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
All right, we got our hog update when we come back. The Morning Rush continues on next here on a What's Your Beef Wednesday.
Glad you're talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'm based with you guys.
Hey, Fort Smith. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
The Saracen Casino Hotel is now open and accepting reservations. Saracen's new 14-story hotel features 318 modern guest rooms and suites, offering luxe accommodations paired with the elevated amenities and the southern hospitality customers have come to expect from Saracen Casino Resort. And while you're at it, don't skip dinner at Red Oak, recognized as Arkansas's best restaurant for 5 years running. Book your stay with Saracen by visiting SaracenResort.com or calling Saracen today.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
I have to say, talking with you is always it's a twice weekly pleasure, just because it's fun to cut it up. I'll drop a couple of quick little stories on you.
This is the Morning Rush.
This spring, you're organizing closets, decluttering drawers, and maybe even scrubbing places no one will ever look. But here's a thought. Why not declutter your internet, too? If your shows keep buffering, your games lag, or your video calls freeze, that's digital clutter, and you don't have to live with it. Switch to Wave Rural Connect Fiber for fast, reliable internet that keeps your home running clean and clear all season long. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary, and see dealer for complete rules.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with the CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
You know your business. I know the fans. Together, we're a championship roster. In Arkansas, loyalty is everything, and nobody connects with the Razorback faithful like our team here at ESPN Arkansas and HitThatLine.com. When you partner with us at ESPN Arkansas, you're not just buying airtime. You're gaining trusted voices that talk to your customers every single day. I'm Ty Richardson. Let's grow your business together, both on air and through digital avenues. Become a partner at ESPN Arkansas. Email ty.richardson@HitThatLine.com to start your campaign today.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Dan McFadden goes 73 yards. And Ballot has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
All right, some football news to get into this morning. Phil Steele's going to join us this Friday at 10 a.m. He's got a couple guys, including Quincy Rhodes and Malachi Breland, who are on the Phil Steele All-SEC teams. Quincy, I think everyone's kind of got familiar with. North Little Rock, one of your defensive ends. Any idea where Malachi plays?
He's a guard.
Offensive line. Yeah.
Offensive line. So happy to have him on the team, a transfer in the offseason. Not anyone else. Kobe's on an Athlon Sports. I missed it on the Phil Steele. That's my bad, Kobe. But those are your three guys that have been preseason projected.
I've said I think he's one of the more pro-ready players. So it's a look, and I think I'm right on that. Am I missing the boat? Am I homering up for my Fort Smith guy, or but everything you read, all the ratings. I know this was a 2-10 team last year, but when he was healthy and playing, he was clearly the best lineman.
I think it was the I'm 99% sure it was the Memphis game. He got rolled up on, and I know he was dealing with that ankle. I mean, ankles linger, kind of like calves do, and I feel like he dealt with that last year. So oftentimes, offensive linemen, they get rolled up on. So hopefully he's healthy heading into this season. To your question, dude, don't ask me about offensive line play. I'm not the guy to.
What's the most important thing on the field?
Well, in a sense of, hey, how does this guy grade out versus others?
Well, I just know what I mean, I don't know how to grade the film, but I can just tell you what I've read from, different websites and people that cover this league and
what they
Pro Football Talk and things like that. I think he's highly regarded amongst his peers on this team. I think he's got a chance to play on Sundays.
The combo of him and Caden Kittler is something people really like. So hopefully that can be a thing in 26.
You're not going to get a lot of all preseason conference players
off a
2-10 team.
There you go.
It's just not going to happen.
Football wise, I did see an email that they're still got plenty of season tickets out. Lower level start at $305, uppers $500.
You want another beef? Here's the beef. How do in today's world with AI technology, and this isn't just an Arkansas problem. You go and try to buy tickets for a concert or any other event. How do we end up with all these little singletons around? One ticket here, one ticket there. I don't know how the technology, and sometimes it won't let you buy an odd number of tickets and leave one on a row. But go in there and look. I promise you there's prime seats available where there's just one seat. Well, who's buying one season ticket?
Sometimes.
For you and all your friends to go together? Who buys one?
No, you're right. What happens sometimes is when you get on resale sites, the seller forgets that, hey, I might have 3 seats, but you have to buy them all. And so they just list it. And some people are like, I just need 2.
But the U of A is not reselling. I mean, this happens. It happens a lot in Bud Walton, where you look and it says there's so many lower season tickets available in the lower bowl back before one seat here, one seat there. Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand in today's world with AI and everything we get how we end up with single tickets.
I don't disagree.
And there should be a premium to buy an odd number seat. You know how many seats are on a row?
I'm with you.
That's what screws it up and how you can't there is nobody that wants a single ticket, even in a great location.
Nope. On that point, what some of my friends do? So if they're at a game and they're sitting upper level, they will add a lower level seat to their StubHub or Vivid or whatever cart because then you can't search for it when you're looking, and they'll keep it in their cart so no one can buy it, and then they'll go sit down there. That's what they do.
It doesn't time out?
They just keep refreshing it and keep doing that. So that's how they've done it before and saved hundreds of dollars when it comes to sitting up or
with AI. That should be you should get thrown in jail for that kind of activity.
All right, you mentioned
that's fraud. That's wire fraud.
You mentioned Bud Walton Arena. Did see that Jalen Williams was back on campus. Took a couple pictures. Saw one with Abdur Toure. Colton, I know you saw the one. He looks as tall. JJ Andrews looks as tall as Jalen does. Now
he looks big.
Jalen is in slides, Birkenstocks. JJ's in basketball shoes, so you got a little advantage there. But, man, I'll tell you what, and they keep talking. One of the things Cal kept preaching on in the season, after the season, is like, man, these 3 kids that I got at the time, it was just J.J. Andrews, Abdur Toure, and Jordan Smith. They look like pro-ready players or more college-level defensive guys. Both those guys are already thick, or all 3 of those guys are already thick. That's not always the case when you have true freshmen stepping on campus, but J.J. helps when you have Sean's genes. And his mom played basketball too, but doesn't look like a typical college freshman. There's no doubt about that. Last thing here, your Hog update, Isaiah Joe, they sent out kind of a farewell. Oklahoma City Thunder did. Leaves that franchise as the all-time 3-point percentage leader heading to Detroit. So cool for him to have that in the history books for OKC.
All right, that's your Hog update this morning. It is brought to you by Valley Family Dental Practice. If you have sleep apnea, you're tired of dealing with a CPAP every night, you got to clean it all the time. The noise, it's not as bad as the snoring, but it's hard to travel with. If your wife's saying she can't take it anymore, Talk to Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice. They can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance and help you get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 479-226-3500. 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental Practice at Riley Farms in Fort Smith and in Roland, Oklahoma.
Got a Morning Rush Daily question coming up. More of your beefs here on What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. You can call or text us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline if you choose to do so. A few texts that still haven't read that we'll get into as well.
What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by, as Ty said, Richard's Country Meat Market, 479-443-0000, or just off College and Rolling Hills in Fayetteville, and online, richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Everybody's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
The Saracen Casino Hotel is now open and accepting reservations. Saracen's new 14-story hotel features 318 modern guest rooms and suites, offering luxe accommodations paired with the elevated amenities and the southern hospitality customers have come to expect from Saracen Casino Resort. And while you're at it, don't skip dinner at Red Oak, recognized as Arkansas's best restaurant for 5 years running. Book your stay with Saracen by visiting SaracenResort.com or calling Saracen today.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
I love my hogs, man. I love my hogs.
So do I. This is the Morning Rush.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit, is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with. I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at CarpathSocial.com.
One of you yahoos put in the notes today that it's National Ice Cream Sundae Day. When's the last time? Morning Rush Daily Question. When's the last time you had an ice cream sundae? Not an ice cream cone, not a cup, not a scoop from Brahms that you went through and got, either a banana split, the full sundae, or the brownie in the bottom with 2 scoops and the chocolate fudge sauce. I mean, a true bona fide ice cream sundae, because I can't remember the last time I had an ice cream sundae. And I'm not opposed to them. I just can't remember the last time I overindulged to an ice cream sundae.
Does a brownie sundae count?
Did you put the chocolate sauce and the nuts? Yeah, I think that would count.
Then 2 months ago, when my roommate brought home.
I mean, if I roll up through, say, the Brahms, I'm not getting a sundae. I'm probably getting a cone because you can eat that driving down the road. I just can't remember the last time that I had an ice cream sundae. So we need a national day for this, because this is not something I frequent very often. Colton, you're so skinny, we lose you when you turn sideways. You could have one every day. I can't have one every year.
Probably could afford to have multiple per
day. You could have one
much.
Twice a day.
I need to start eating them 3 meals a day, to be honest with you. Nuts, Jimmy's, bananas, all of it. I probably need to start doing that.
Doctor said eat more fruit. Have a banana sundae.
That's true. Last time
banana
I had
split.
Last time I had one, though, it had to have been like several years ago. But I do have a birthday party for a 1-year-old coming up in a month and a half, and I'm sure there'll be some chocolate sundaes there.
Here's the point to the conversation. Do you dislike chocolate sundaes, ice cream sundaes?
I think sometimes
do you dislike them?
Too rich, but for the most part, I'm not going to turn them
You're
down.
not opposed to them? You opposed to them?
No.
No. I mean, we all love ice cream sundaes.
Hot fudge.
Hot fudge sundaes, but we never eat them.
We're not 7 anymore. Colton's the only one in this room with a great.
By God, let's all go have an ice cream sundae today.
Yeah,
chicken nuggets to start.
Some chicken nuggets, and hopefully there's a toy in the box.
Anytime you'll have mac and cheese, Ty, you can get the apple slices if you like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't really complain about having a bad metabolism, because I have a pretty good one, but I will say it's been outside of the couple months ago. It's been, I mean, you'd have to go back to when I was in high school or middle school since I've actually ordered an ice cream sundae from anywhere.
But you don't hate them? I mean, you would eat. If I brought one and set it down in front of you, you'd take a spoon and go after it.
Yeah.
But I just,
they're fantastic.
They're fantastic. I never order one. Even if I go out, to a restaurant, and that's their never ice cream sundae. No, bring me the cheesecake, or bring me never the ice cream sundae.
Ryan in Prairie Grove says the doctor told me eat more fruit, so I add an extra tomato to the cheeseburger.
There you go.
There you go, Ryan. There you go. That's your Cart Path Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Last time you have had an ice cream sundae here on National Ice Cream Sundae Day.
By God, it needs nuts, and it needs whipped cream and a cherry on top. Mm-hmm. hot fudge, cherry on top.
It's also freezer pop day. I would go with the ice cream sundae over
yeah.
freezer pop, even though it's more calories and everything else. Cart Pass Social, number one place you can bring your ice cream sundae. You can bring your freezer pop. You can bring any food. And also, it's BYOB at Cart Pass Social. They've got their summer league that just started this week. You can play one over 1,000 different golf courses. It's air conditioning. It's 68 degrees in the summer, so it's 99 outside. You can go in and play unlimited golf with your summer membership that lasts till September, starting at just $200 a month. Not $200 a round, $200 a month for unlimited golf at Cart Pass Social.
You need those inside air-conditioned activities.
Yes.
This is perfect.
Yep, CartPassSocial.com. It is always BYOB at Cart Pass Social, 122 Grant Place in Lowell. My buddies Christian Olson, Nate Garahan, 2 Rogers boys, 2 Arkansas boys. That is Cart Pass Social.
Hardee's can do you an ice cream sundae. They sell ice cream. I shouldn't speak for them. I think they could do an ice cream sundae for us. We're going to be there Friday morning with the morning rush at the Hardee's on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. We're kicking off the football trip of a lifetime. Going to send someone to Vegas, see the Chiefs and the Raiders. We'll give you the details on that. What's the big deal Friday? $1.49 sausage biscuits all morning.
Yes.
So come by. We're going to be there 9 to 11, but this deal starts when the biscuits roll out of the oven, this deal starts.
6 a.m.
And there's no limit. So you can have all the $1.49 sauce. There's a buddy of mine whose work plan is not far. He will get 100 of them and take them to work and hand them out on the plant floor. And it always works out great. So you can be the hero at the office, as we all say. You won't find a better deal for breakfast. A Hardee's biscuit, sausage biscuit, $1.49 on Friday. We'll be there live 9 to 11 with the morning rush.
All right, so we mentioned the big signing earlier with the Big 12 and Monster. Another part, we can talk about the ref stuff. You see the Big 12 is also moving forward with the referee conversation like the ACC did last year.
I did not read that.
So that's happening too. But I thought this was an interesting storyline as well. So we've piled on Texas Tech, deservedly so, for how they've handled the Brendan Sorsby situation. But do you know who also is a Big 12 conference member?
Cincinnati.
That would be Cincinnati.
You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe it?
Could you sit? Let me come closer to you. Stand up. Ask that question again, and I'm going to give you the answer I want to give you. So go ahead.
Texas Tech got fined for tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU has had paddles that were given a noisemaker exemption back in 2012. Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders, and yet there's a lawsuit. Cincinnati has yet to be touched.
He's not wrong. That kind of just like subtly went under the radar. Now, I know he was at Indiana prior to that. Then he ended up in Cincinnati and Ohio. And now he ended up in Lubbock. And who knows what he's doing now. No supplemental draft, no Canadian Football League. I don't remember anything critical about the Bearcats in this whole mess last month and a half or so.
No,
anything.
That's accurate, and it's hard, and it's been brought up. Nothing happened at Cincinnati. Not one wager was placed. All this stuff is electronically stamped, and generally your GPS location, or at least the town you're in, is stamped somewhere. If they wanted to find this information, it could be made available.
Well, it is. It's documented. Indiana, Cincinnati, and
where
Lubbock.
where the bets were placed. So. The question is fair, and the lack of response should bring a lot of skepticism.
Well, your mark is, again, I think he's done a good job in a position where at one time you wondered if Big 12 is going to get a television deal. You had Texas and Oklahoma leave. That's obviously a huge hit for them. I think he's done a good job. It was phrased, what the problem was that media member started with tortillas in Lubbock. If he should have
question was too long.
Yeah,
he's a writer.
You should have let off with the Sorsby stuff. Hey, Commissioner Normack, this obviously happened in Cincinnati. Why are the Bearcats? Why were they not punished? Why was there not any pressure on them in all this? Because there wasn't, and he didn't like.
Well, he wasn't going to play. The pressure had to be put on Texas Tech.
But
because he wasn't going to play for Cincinnati.
You're right, but this occurred in Bloomington.
Right.
This occurred in Cincinnati.
But the whole debate was what, Ty? Whether he was going to play this next year. Well, there wasn't no sense in talking about Cincinnati. He wasn't going to play for Cincinnati in 2026. So the immediate concern and the immediate deadline was, hey, supplemental draft, which he ended up getting shut out of that as well. But there was no sense in dragging Cincinnati into the main conversation from a few weeks back because he wasn't going to play for Cincinnati. Yeah. Texas Tech was all in on making him eligible.
I think the argument from the Red Raiders side would be, well, this happened when he was there. Why is there not any punishment that was divvied out?
That's fair. But the conversation 3-4 weeks ago centered around his immediate eligibility and what his plans were for this fall. Cincinnati can't be involved in that.
Yeah, just I don't think most of you, or let me rephrase. I think most of you know what's going on. Kid transferred from Indiana to Cincinnati to Lubbock, Texas. Was expected to be a starting quarterback. Reportedly, he was going to make $5 million from Cody Campbell and company. Was ruled ineligible. Judge struck that down, was going to play, and then they got a lot of pressure from the Big 12 and other people, and then he was like, all right, I'm not going to play for Tech. Is that a quick nutshell of what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I miss anything, Colton?
Just the fact that the NFL and the CFL both told him no as well.
Yes,
so he's
no
stuck.
Supplemental draft is not happening at all. And then the CFL was like, yeah, I don't know if they said morality issues. I forgot what was posted on that. But that is the
nobody wants anything to do with him.
Nope.
He's a pariah. Maybe the biggest pariah in sports right now.
So I was wondering, like, leading up to the last few days, would the Big 12 have anything? Well, that's at least something. The monster deal, something. And then in addition to that, they're doing the whole ref communication aspect, which I've been pleading, imploring, hoping that the SEC would do.
So we're going to listen into the replay booth.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, like the ACC did. They're doing it. I don't know if Greg Sankey's going to announce that in a week and a half when we're in Tampa. I would like them to, because there's always, again, this appearance for not just here, not just in Arkansas, but, well, the refs have it out for so-and-so fan base. I think it would help, as you've said before, the conversation is probably not is not diabolical, but whatever you think. I think
it's a very technical conversation.
Yeah, it is.
I've listened to many of these.
It's not juicy. It's full of jargon,
but
like you said.
You would at least alleviate some of the, they did this. They chatted about this. Birmingham told them to do this. I just haven't understand the rationale of why you would not broadcast. It's not hard to do. It's 2026. I just don't understand any pushback whatsoever why they wouldn't have this in place for the SEC football this fall.
100%. Now, TV partner has to be in on this, but they're doing it now with other leagues, so we know technically it can be done.
And what does it allow for?
Transparency.
That and what? A sponsor. This ref review is brought to you by blah, 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 blah.
Now, here's probably the pushback a little bit in the SEC, and this is just me thinking off the top of my head.
Let's hear it.
What do they normally do when they go to review?
Go to commercial?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have, just the same reason we have hydration breaks in the World Cup.
Yeah.
They don't want to get locked into every time there's a review that we got to go listen in because they want to run 3 ads there. Mm-hmm. And then even if the review takes 30 seconds, they're going to hold everybody up till we come back from break. They do that every game. They do that every half of every game. So that I would imagine would be some of the resistance would be the fact that, we don't want to interrupt our ability to take a commercial.
Let's go to this break.
Because I'm with you. I want to hear this stuff.
Yeah.
I think eventually we will all get bored with it because you're going to hear technical jargon, as you put it, but what you're going to hear is the reason why they rule the way they rule. And you're going to understand. I think you become a smarter football fan by listening to these things. So I am for that big peek behind the curtain.
You'll see there's no emotion behind the decisions at all.
It's all technical, and it's what you can prove with the video.
I want to know what Jason Autry said in 2020 when they screwed up the Auburn
call. He said, I screwed up, is what he said.
And
then they followed the rule. And that's what we didn't like, is they followed rather than do what we consider to be the right thing, they followed the rule. So, hey, all the odds and everything for the rest of the World Cup, Major League Baseball and more is at BetSaracen.com. If you haven't downloaded it to your phone, go to the Apple app or Google Play Store. Get the app on your phone. It's Arkansas's only local, in-state owned sports betting app. All right? So don't play with the out-of-state guys. Get with Bet Saracen. Get the best stuff right there. That's Bet Saracen. Have it on your phone. Bet with a brand you trust anywhere in Arkansas. Bet with Bet Saracen.
All right, hour number 2 coming up. Our buddy Richard Davenport. He already got in his walk-in this morning, and he joins us when we come back.
Hey, Fort Smith. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
The Saracen Casino Hotel is now open and accepting reservations. Saracen's new 14-story hotel features 318 modern guest rooms and suites, offering luxe accommodations paired with the elevated amenities and the southern hospitality customers have come to expect from Saracen Casino Resort. And while you're at it, don't skip dinner at Red Oak, recognized as Arkansas's best restaurant for 5 years running. Book your stay with Saracen by visiting SaracenResort.com or calling Saracen today.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From hearty steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
This is the Morning Rush.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
The Solid Rock has been locally owned for over 46 years. When was the last time you were there? So much more than a bookstore. They have Christian t-shirts, church supplies, Bible studies, devotionals, home decor, gifts, and of course, a large selection of Bibles. And Bibles are engraved free of charge while you wait. Now, you can get custom laser engraving on select gift items and some Bibles. Located next to Sam's Club on South 74th, The Solid Rock is your source for faith-based books, music, clothing, and more. The Solid Rock, 452-4844.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa with bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. The participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for availability.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. Our high this afternoon will be in the lower 90s. There is a chance of a few scattered showers or storms across the south. Temperatures will be in the lower 90s. Clear to partly cloudy skies, low 70s overnight, and then sunshine mid-90s on Thursday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Cop CDL Academy. Want a life-changing career? Give them a call today at 479-632-1050 or check them out online at copcdlacademy.com.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 59 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Michelob Ultra.
You could drink beer.
The superior light beer for the social athlete.
If you come together and there's no cutout, somebody's got to back up, and there's just this courtesy thing, and it kind of works out. Well, one time we were going along, and a car was coming at us, and it went right by its cutout and kept going, and so it was clearly their move to back up to let us go. But as the person did, they didn't want to do it at first, and we're looking at them from 50 yards away or something. They shoot us double bird, and we're like, what? That was clearly your mistake. So they backed up into the spot, and we move on. And as we're going by, it's an older gentleman, 75 years old or something, and clearly probably a local. He shoots us another bird, and it's like, dude, that was clearly your fault. And so if you're ever up there, it's one of the things you have to negotiate.
International Sign Language.
It's What's Your Beef Wednesday. Call or tweet the show and share what you're beefing with today. 877-377-6963. Live from the Bud Light Studios. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
You know, the follow-up question to Tom's story from yesterday, good to have him back, would have been, well, Tom, did you respond with a double bird? He didn't touch on that. I wonder if he did.
Well, that would have been a good follow-up.
Didn't
we
ask
missed the
him that.
obvious. Who was the woman on the side of the road? We missed the obvious sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
Who was the
guessing-
woman that flagged down the car?
Knowing
Coach
Tom Murphy.
Petrino?
Yeah.
We miss the obvious sometimes.
Knowing Tom Murphy like I do, I'm guessing that he did not do that. But I could be proven wrong. Maybe he's just having one of those days, and maybe he gave it right back to that gentleman that gave him the double bird.
What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. Call them today, 479-443-0000. It is summer grilling season. It is summer smoking season. It's time to do pork butts and baby back ribs and all briskets and all the things you like. They've got all of it at Richard's Country Meat Market. Call ahead. They'll have it packaged up and ready. It's a good night to do burgers, house-made sausages, bratwurst, and more. It's all there at Richard's Country Meat Market, just off College and Rolling Hills Drive in Fayetteville. Did you see this deal? You know the new Cliffhangers course up there. You got the Cliffhangers and you got Tigers course there up in Ridgedale. All part of the Bass Pro Shops and Johnny Morris's course and all that. Paynes Valley. Do you see where some guy drove his golf cart off the ledge? What was that, about a 30 or 40-foot drop? And the golf cart is in the pond. I mean, underneath the water.
And
they were swimming in. The guys were swimming back in to kind of get their stuff off the golf cart.
We're going to be there at the end of August, and I don't know if we're going to play Cliffhangers or Paynes Valley that Thursday, but the plan is to play one of those. And it looked like that they rammed into the railing or was that the?
I don't know. I think they went past the. I don't know. I have not played. I haven't saved up enough nickels to play Paynes Valley yet.
It's like $525, and I'm still probably going to swipe the card and worry about it later. That is
good for you. I don't ever hear any more poor me stories again.
That is, well, you got to pay it off over several months, several years. That is one of those things that I have never done. I have never I've never flipped a golf cart. I've never wrecked a golf cart. Now, I've occasionally hit a curb here and there. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I haven't. I did it last night. But I just don't know, how do you
what was
not...
the cart number? What hole and what was your cart number?
How do you not have the wherewithal? How do you not have just the focus to make, especially like when you're on the ledge? We're here in the Bud Light Studios this morning. I'm going to guess that there was a little bit of inebriation maybe involved. I don't know. That is a beautiful golf course. It is a beautiful piece of the Ozarks. So maybe they were distracted. I don't know. Where people say
one hole too many. It happened on the 19th hole. They actually have 19 holes on this particular course. It was just one hole too many.
One hole too many, I guess. All right.
Here's the problem. Now, when you go there in August or anybody else goes there, there's going to be new rules and new regulations because some idiot drove their golf cart off the side of the cliff, and now we're all going to pay for it.
And that kind of, you think about growing up. And so parenting works, you can attest to this, parenting works one of two ways. The older child either screws it up for the younger one by doing a bunch of dumb you-know-what, or they're a godsend, and then the younger siblings get to do whatever they want because they just expect them to act like how the eldest one did. So that applies in all areas of life. When there's maybe some flexibility in some areas like that, there's less rules. There's now going to be more rules at Paynes Valley.
Yeah.
You think about how that happens over time. When the older brother or sister or the former coworker one maybe takes it a little too far on something, it screws it up for everyone else.
Colton, I just sent it for you. Haven't seen the video. Colton, I sent it to you. You can put it on our X page or Facebook or whatever. But yeah, the guys drove their golf cart off that cliff right in the water. Oh. Even if you had a great round, that puts a damper on the day in more ways than one.
Because that cost, I had a buddy that wrecked one at Tannenbaum, which is close to Greerish Ferry. He had to pay like $500. He wasn't driving recklessly. He just caught a hill and the mud, and it flipped, and it was a bad deal. Luckily, he was okay, and he wasn't drunk or anything. It just happened. I would guess the cost of that cart at Paynes Valley is quite expensive.
15, probably.
Yeah.
15,000.
That's not.
I mean, that thing's ruined. It's sunk. It's underwater.
Yeah. Not good.
Battery operated. It's toast.
Not good.
Over and done for.
Let's talk to our buddy Richard Davenport. Richard, have you ever wrecked a vehicle? I don't know about a golf cart, but have you ever wrecked one?
Yeah, one time I was kind of reckless. I guess you could say passing somebody, and I paid for it and learned from it too. So yeah.
It's not fun. I wrecked my truck when I was 16, and then I got into I think another fender bender at some point. Having to pay off the $800 or $900 bumpers is not fun. Not fun at all. Artie, I was listening to this clip of Landon Donovan. I know our soccer fandom has kind of subsided since the U.S. lost on Monday night, but I thought it was interesting and kind of a parallel to what parents deal with nowadays in travel basketball, travel football to a certain degree, definitely travel baseball. Just the cost nowadays. And you think about for these kids that are growing up, I played a little bit of travel soccer, didn't do it in baseball, didn't really do it in basketball, but just how expensive and how prohibitive does certain travel sports costing kids now growing up when it comes to growing up and playing their favorite sports?
Oh man, just talking to some of the parents, it's obviously it's very expensive when you travel a lot of weekends and you're paying for gas and hotel rooms and private lessons, and it really does seem to be out of whack right now. I don't know whether obviously I'm much older. I don't know when local teams went out of the picture and parents and kids thought that they had to, go regional or national and compete that way versus staying local. everything I did was local. So this is something new to me, and I'm still learning about it. But I kind of wish that things would go more local. I think it gives families more family time. It's obviously less expensive. I think it helps the community to have more participation locally. So more and more I hear about it, the less I like it. I don't think it's going to change anything. I think parents are going to chase the dream of their kid getting to the highest level possible at whichever sport they're trying to play in, and they think that that's probably the best way to achieve that, which I tend to disagree. But it's definitely. I think a lot of people are taking advantage of parents with good intentions and making money off of this.
Is that your beef? Here on this What's Your Beef Wednesday, one of them.
Yeah, that would be one of them. There's no doubt. I just see some of the families just so tired after a summer and traveling and just there's it also obviously it cuts into family time. You can have family time on the road, but it's nothing like family time at home and spending time with your extended family. So anyway, that's definitely a beef of mine.
Yeah, nothing like family time at home with your kids. Everybody sitting in the room staring at their phones. It's not saying a word. That's family time in 2026, Richard.
Yeah, that is, and you're right. And it just one of my that's another beef. Being out at a restaurant and seeing a family and the kids all on their freaking phones, no interaction whatsoever. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. That is sad. That's extremely sad.
Yeah. Hey, summer camps have been going on. I know a lot of things are wrapped up, and now we got media days in less than 2 weeks. Kind of what's going on with around the program is now with no spring portal. You're focused on a few different things. The schedule has changed a little bit in 2026 compared to the last few years.
Yeah, it has. Right now, as far as football, it's a dead period. It's been a dead period since the 23rd of June, and it will continue to be a dead period up till like the first weekend of games. But it's kind of slow going. The coaches are on vacation right now, and this is, I think, their last weekend, so they're going to enjoy that and get ready for fall practice. But it was well needed as far as the elimination of the spring portal. I mean, it just that was just insane. You basically had roster turnover first of the year, and then after spring practice. It's just, to me, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but sure makes anything that happened in the spring, injuries, or find out, hey, we don't have enough horses in this group. Whether it's offensive lineman, defensive line, whatever position group, you're stuck with what you've got right now. There's nothing you're going to do about it till December in the early signing period.
Yeah, no doubt. And I know that the coaches after spring practice, they were going, okay, well, what's our roster going to look like now? And then they have to go through that stuff, hosting kids and to replace the kids that are leaving, and it's just it's something that the NCAA finally did something right, especially in that area.
Arkansas's invested more money in their recruiting staff, the people we never talk about but that are really important behind the scenes. What differences have you noticed, and what things have come up in conversations with high school coaches, players, and parents as Arkansas's evolving their recruiting process?
To be honest with you, I don't know if I've necessarily noticed any huge differences. I think the differences are, one of the possible differences is obviously when you have more eyes and ears available for your staff to reach out and do research on kids and and obviously look on the internet and see if there's a guy that you may be missing as far as evaluating, and you evaluate them and then figure out, okay, this is a kid that we think could play for us. So I do think that's helped Arkansas. Instead of having about 4 or 5 guys, people in the recruiting office, now it's much more than that. So the size of the staff is much bigger, and I think they can be more thorough in their evaluation of not only the kids that are on their board, but kids that are not on their board, and they can eventually find them through more research, I guess you could say.
Richard, to go off that, I got asked earlier this week the biggest addition for Ryan Silverfield's staff. Asked me about Roberts. He's got SEC experience. Tim Cramsey was there in Memphis. And I pointed to guys like Crowley, who's pretty regarded in the coaching circles. I wonder if you would say that might be the biggest assistant for Ryan Silverfield in his tenure at Arkansas.
You talking about Coach Crowley?
Yeah, Coach Crowley.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, he better be big, because if they don't score, things are going to go south. But, when you make those determinations, who's going to run your defense and who's going to run your offense, those are the 2 biggest hires that you can possibly make. You don't want to have a guy that's kind of in over his head and not been around the block. So yeah, I mean, obviously that's a huge hire.
Richard, did you see the news on the Big 12 with Monster Energy, $20 million, football, basketball, both men and women's? Tommy and I were kicking around earlier. It sounds kind of low. This is the first, I think, conference-wide sponsorship deal that's being slapped on jerseys, fields, on the logo when they talk about it. Just the impact out of Frisco this week, and maybe how that will get into the SEC like we've already seen it done.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to catch up any way they can as far as revenue, compared to the SEC or the Big Ten. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed or not. And I asked somebody in the Big 12 who kind of covers their particular school the same way I do. I don't know if you noticed or not, but at the Big 12 media days, guys were wearing pads and their jerseys. Did you see that in their interviews?
That's new.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, what? Because to me it looked goofy. They were being interviewed in shoulder pads and a jersey. So I asked one of my colleagues in the Big 12, said, "What's up with this?" Evidently, the ADs wanted that. So Nike would give them a little bit more money as far as NIL.
Wow.
If you go look at on social media, guys are being interviewed and sitting at a table in their shoulder pads and jerseys, and obviously, I guess they all have Nike, affiliation. So I guess Nike pays them more money to wear those jerseys. But one thing that I was asking, why do you have to have these shoulder pads on? Do you have to have the shoulder pads on to be able to show that Nike symbol? I mean, I just thought it was very
SEC
weird.
guys without their pads look as big as the Big 12 guys with their pads. That's why they're doing it, Richard. They want to stack up.
Probably. Well, it looked extremely goofy. I get it that hey, they're trying to get more money, but boy, it was very odd to see.
See, if the SEC wanted to do that, Nike ought to send, like you get a pendant that goes on your coat, on the flap on your collar. You can just put the Nike logo like in a nice pendant or whatever. Some people put an American flag, something like that. At the SEC logo, you put the Nike logo.
I don't have a problem with the jersey look,
No.
but I'm like you, RD, with the pads and stuff. That's just weird. Were they wearing like knee pads and stuff too?
Yeah, just Google, no, not Google it, but I guess you could Google it. But get on Twitter and just search Big 12 Media Days, and you'll see it, and you're going, what in the heck are they doing?
Well, speaking of on the subject of picture, because I guarantee you there's plenty of pictures that were being taken of these guys. I'm looking it up on Twitter right now. This is kind of weird to see them like this. Richard, it's picture day here at the office. You've got a clean looking cut for Whole Hog Sports and the Arkansas Democrat. Is that any advice for us at ESPN Arkansas here on picture day?
No, you guys are two handsome dudes. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Ty could have shaved sometime in the last week before his photo.
This is a couple
Man,
days.
how do you not shave? I got shave every day. I don't like facial hair on me. I don't mind it on other people. That's fine. But if I go a day without shaving, it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
One of the beefs I have is my undercarriage is dark. My up top's blonde. It's kind of annoying.
That's why you should have shaved. It's going to look terrible.
I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot. You were given an assignment for work and you forgot.
I didn't see
Mister, write it down in your book. Don't forget a thing. Forgot.
I didn't write shave or bring the extra
That's
polo.
not even beyond you to write the word shave down.
Yeah.
I wrote shave, and I have to write down shave and cut my nails.
Take
each week.
vitamins. 6:05 a.m. I mean, it's amazing.
It's alarms.
But then you miss the most important thing: shaving for a photo.
I'll be all right. It'll be okay, Richard. We'll make it.
We just
through.
won't use his photo on any marketing. Probably a better deal for
Be a
everybody,
boost.
Richard.
Be a boost.
Yeah, the
Darty.
chicks dig it. That's all that matters.
Thanks,
Ty.
Darty. Last thing, I guess keep on pictures. Do you see that pic of JJ and Jalen? JJ looks like the same size as Jalen, even though, I mean, Jalen's in slides. JJ's got basketball shoes on, but man, I mean, you've seen him in person. Is 6'6" undershooting? JJ Andrews, RD?
He's probably about 6'6", 6'7". I mean, who knows? He might have magically grown since he's been on campus. Who knows? Because sometimes, Scottie Pippen was like 6'1" at one time, and then over a few months period, he grew up to 6'7" or something. So, I mean, I guess another inch or so could be possible, but he just looks like a man right now, just from the standpoint of his upper body and his just lower body too. He's just a very thick, athletic guy that makes you think he's in his third or fourth year of college instead of his first year.
All right. Well, good stuff, RD. We'll chat next week, man. Appreciate you giving us some insight as always. Richard Davenport, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Got his walk-in and got his morning rush in this morning.
All right, guys. We'll see you, and good luck with the pictures.
Thanks,
buddy. Richard and all of our guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Richard today is brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. When the workday is done, that's when the good stuff begins. Whether it's fishing, off-roading, or just enjoying the great outdoors, Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help make it happen. Visit myaglender.com or drop by any one of Farm Credit of Western Arkansas's 25 locations today and start making the most of your time off.
I kind of wanted to go back and see if I could find an old yearbook photo. Those are always fun. Do you still have your old yearbook?
Yep.
Colton, do you still have your old yearbook?
My parents have them all at their house.
Mine are, I think I have one from senior year and maybe one from junior year as well. Do you guys look vastly different than you do now? Or are you could
I look
pretty,
older and fatter.
pretty easily be make like, do you think someone would be like, all right, that's Tommy, like without your name next to the right side?
So.
Same with you, Colton.
They'd be able to pick me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been suggested by higher authority that you should go home and shave. I should make you go home and shave.
No, because then it's red and splotchy, and we don't want any of that.
Well, then why didn't you prepare appropriately?
I told you, I forgot to write it down.
You have to write down things like shave?
Shave.
Do you tell yourself to
cut
breathe?
nails.
Drink water? What else?
I don't have these regulations and rules like you do as a ref where you can't have a
Well, no,
clean
we're
shave.
taking company photos today that are going to be used.
You're not shaved?
Yeah, I am. I shaved this morning. What do you mean, shaved?
What's that?
Well, it's a little goatee I'm growing, but I'm
Well,
shaved.
this is
No, this looks terrible.
No,
what you
you're
have
not-
looks
you're not
terrible.
grown.
It's all grown out on your neck. It looks awful.
It's 5 o'clock shadow.
No.
They know what people know what they're getting into.
Look, my mustache looks bad, Ty. It's thin, but at least it's consistent. It's been there the whole time.
This has
I
been
agree.
here the last few days.
I agree with
it's
your
consistent.
Baylor Brad says, order him to go home and shave. I think that
Ah,
I think that's right.
I don't know if we have time.
Follow company orders. No, you can come back and do them after Get off the midday show's done.
I've got an appointment.
No, we'll cancel it. Cancel it.
It's not canceled. It's already been canceled 3 times.
His appointment's a tea time.
No,
Yeah.
it's Blaylock Heating and Air, 1 to 3. 782-8940.
I'll call Matt and get your appointment pushed back a week or two.
No, because then that's going to interrupt the tea time. I want to play golf and work out at the same time.
Well, you should have shaved. I mean,
it'll be
I don't.
okay.
I shouldn't have to tell you the
I
simple
wanted to
thing.
wear a hat today, but I got lambasted last time. I wore a hat for my.
We're
Well, I
doing
didn't wear a
headshots
hat.
for company photos.
Even I didn't wear a hat. Come on.
Yeah, I did notice that you didn't wear a hat.
Right.
taking
And guess what
company
else he
photos.
did? He shaved. He cleaned himself
I shaved my
up.
sideburns. I
We
shaved the
all
bottom.
have facial hair this morning. Eddie Rogers is right. Y'all are jealous.
No,
Y'all
we're not.
are jealous.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Robert and Barley says, "Come on, Tommy. Ty doesn't know his name and affiliation."
This is true.
Ty Richardson, ESPN Arkansas. I don't like to draw attention to myself, Robert.
Oh, I nearly cursed.
We've been over this.
Come on, Colton. Let's get out of this room before the lightning comes through the roof.
That guy in Portland made me say it like 8 times.
I don't
After
wanna
the
draw
second
attention to
time,
myself.
people know who I am. It ain't that big of a deal. Doesn't matter where they're listening.
Is that the
It's not
greatest
that-
lie ever been told on these airwaves?
He's peddling it,
877-377-6963.
It's the most credible thing I've ever said on these.
That you don't want to draw attention to
I don't
yourself?
draw attention to myself. I just am.
Come on, Colton. Let's
And
get out of here.
Ty, the golf guy.
authentically,
Come on.
The lightning's coming
I'm
in.
authentically
Tommy,
myself.
that's a flying pig.
Yeah. Golly. I have heard it all now.
Eddie's right. Y'all are jealous. Peanut butter and jealous. Can't hate us because they ain't us. Thank you, Eddie.
You hate what you can't imitate.
You hate what you can't imitate. I hadn't heard that
Or
one.
you just can't follow
I'm gonna
instructions.
start
One or the
using-
other.
there was no instruction.
There
about
was
shaving.
instructions to bring 2 shirts.
And I told you, I did not hear that.
Well, then you weren't listening in the meeting.
I was at work. I was trying to work, and there's background noise and everything else, and it'll be okay.
Excuses,
There will
excuses.
be
You hear them
nothing-
every day.
There will be
The devil, he'll provide them. Of the church, you stay away. So,
a couple phrases I hadn't
Yeah.
heard. They hate what they can't imitate. That's the best one, though. That's going to be used over the top a lot.
Arts Barbecue Burgers and more. Perfect for lunch today. Perfect if you want even a lighter lunch. They do a great salad at Arts. And I know this, coming off the holiday weekend, need to lighten up a little bit. So great time to go to Arts. Chef salads are great because they smoke the ham and turkey there. So you can use their ham and turkey, or they put their smoked ham on it. It's great for that. Pulled pork, smoked chicken, brisket. They'll even do the kickin' chicken on the salad as well. So if you're wanting something on the lighter side, I love a chef salad because they load it up with bell peppers and eggs and all the stuff I like. If you don't like egg on your salad, fine, just tell them. We'll take it off. And house-made dressings are awesome as well. The other one that is sneaky, really, 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 really good is the cheeseburger salad. You had this thing you had over there? The cheeseburger salad?
I have not.
They take...
I've gotten a salad there, but not that one.
Well, try this one the next time you go. They chop up a hamburger patty into real fine pieces. They grill it, chop it up. They put pickles and the purple onions. And I swear, if you take Thousand Island dressing and mix it in with that, it tastes like you're eating a Big Mac salad. It is really good. Arts Barbecue. More than just burgers and barbecue. Great stuff there, but great salads as well. Arts Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, 2 doors east of Lowe's in Fort Smith.
Austin says at least he brushed his hair, Tommy. Take the win.
We'd have taken the teeth. We wish he'd have brushed his
There you
teeth
go.
today.
Hey, these pearly whites don't get white by themselves. They get brushed 3 times a day. All right, the Morning Rush continues on after this SEC update when we come back.
Well, he's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with, I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it.
PN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about to be tough there, yes.
Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
The SEC to me needs to partner with Red Bull. You can't argue with the track record. I just told you, I think the Big Ten is up right now, as is Celsius. But you talk about results, you talk about draft picks, you talk about natties since the year 2000, you talk about what you need on a cram session to get ready for finals, you talk about what you need sitting shotgun when you're on a just dirty 4 or 5 hour road trip. Red Bull, maybe they're up right now, but I think the resume speaks for itself.
That was J.D. Piquel on 3, suggesting that the SEC should partner with Red Bull after the Big 12 partner with Monster, hopefully for more than $20 million a year, which is evidently what the Big 12 is getting. Tommy, Colton, and I agree that seems like a low number. Do we expect an announcement in a week and a half? Is Greg saying he can get on the podium? This is the SEC brought to you by blah, 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 blah.
No, because I think each school has its own deal with Coke or Pepsi or whoever they have a deal with. That probably is more. Now, Monster fits maybe in a little bit different vertical than Coke or Pepsi, but it's a competitor for a drink.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And it's an energy drink, and it's on its own. But I think they got $20 million because that's what Monster was willing to invest in something like this. No one else was stepping forward on any sponsorship of this nature. Could you see the SEC maybe getting an extra 30 or 40 or 50 million a year in addition to school deals from a company like Coca-Cola? Now that I could see.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, to me, where's the big money lie? Where's the big category? And are they willing to partner with a FanDuel or a DraftKings, or because that's who could put some serious money into a sponsorship at this point?
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
And will they cross that line? Will they go there? Have we gone past the morality of? I mean, they're willing to take their sponsorship dollars. Are we willing to put their logo on the field, on the jerseys, on everything else at this point?
Listen,
because to me, that's the big pot of gold for a conference like the SEC.
You're 100% right. While gambling in sports just happened. It used to be illegal. Now it's legal a lot of different places. College kids are getting everything nowadays, particularly college football, basketball, and baseball players. If you can't deal with a rule that you can't gamble and you're getting everything else that you ask for, I can't get on board with that.
Well, it's not the morality. The thing we've got to also remember, sports wagering is not legal in every state.
Yeah.
So that's part of the issue with them being a sponsor. But once they clear that hurdle and every state in the SEC or every state in the footprint's legal, I think that's the next big one that you're waiting on. But I don't know the state of legality on sports wagering, because I know, like in Oklahoma, there's no sports wagering.
Neither is
you can
Texas.
You can wager on horses, but not on games.
Matt says Monster's under Coke, by the way. I did not know that was a Coca-Cola product. I get confused. You see all these different
I just know they're expensive. My kids want them too much, and I try to tell them, hey, it's going to ruin your kidneys.
JT in Hot Springs says, if you're a player, don't gamble. NCAA, we get sponsorship from gambling sites. Again, there's rules that you can't gamble.
Yeah.
It's part of it. There's certain things that you
sign up for.
It's part of it. That, to me, there's no issue with that whatsoever. But I get like the legality.
But if someone wanted to pay me X number of dollars to put a FanDuel or DraftKings logo on my ref shirt, and they were going to write me a check right here. Put what side of the hat you want it on.
Yeah. Quincy Rhodes, preseason All SEC by Phil Steele. He's not Quincy. Phil's gonna be on with us this Friday at 10 a.m. Kobe Branham, Malachi Breland, some also All SEC guys heading up to this season. 59 days out from Razorback football, a week and a half out from SEC Media Days in Tampa. This report came out. How much do you think LSU roster is this year? What do y'all think it cost?
Well, we've been told $50 million.
Evidently, it's 42, according to college front office. $42 million for this roster in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
How can we compete with that? We don't have $42 million. We don't have anywhere near $42 million. I bet we don't have half of $42 million in our roster. Then the elevation for Arkansas is not going to come for a little while because this Community America money and some of these other, line items they've worked out of the budget to funnel it into football. Not all of that happens right away.
When does that money start contract-wise? Because I know technically it's July 1st to 27 when the names on the field and everything else.
I'm sure they've gotten some money now.
Yeah.
Again, the thing that I don't know that any other show's talked about this other than ours. Love to know what the deposit relationship between the university and Community America is now.
I would almost guarantee that.
Well, I guarantee you they've got a pretty substantial deposit on account with Community America as a result of this sponsorship. I mean, you talk about how could they pay $5 million, 5 point whatever million a year? Well, that's how. They'll put a bunch of money in their bank. That's how.
You asked the question, how can we compete with it?
We can't compete with $42 million.
Coaching and luck.
That's not luck is not a plan.
Well, all right. So
hope is not a plan.
Dodgers have kind of changed the dynamics of Major League Baseball as of late, doing some shady, what when it comes to salary cap and everything else. And the Yankees, obviously, for years, spent a ton of money, won World Series. This was 2 decades ago and beyond that. But what's the organization close to us that has never had a top-end salary cap that has always found a way to compete and not just compete but win? It's the St. Louis Cardinals. Because organizationally, they had lately. But
New ownership hadn't been nearly as good.
But from an organizational standpoint, think of Hall of Fame coaches like La Russa and others. They found ways, despite being kind of middle class, middle of the road, to do that. You have to do that in Arkansas. It's what Matt always talks about. Matt, you got to find these kids that, hey, they were looked on by other coaches, didn't go to the school. Think about George Wilson we just had on. Wasn't even offered by his home state in Kentucky. Ends up being a great receiver here at Arkansas. You've got to evaluate, and you've also got to be a really good coach. And that's always going to be the case here. You're never going to have the surplus of funds like they'll have in Austin, like they'll have evidently now in Baton Rouge. So if you take this job like Silverfield did, you have to know that. And you have to mitigate that with certain things you do as a head football coach. We'll see if you can do that.
All right, that's the SEC updates brought to you by Sterling Bank. They live here or they work here. They cheer for the Hogs just like we do. They proudly serve Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, and now Little Rock as well. Sterling Bank believes in backing the people who call Arkansas home with great decisions that are made locally, personal service, and a commitment that lasts longer than just a season. So whether you're a growing small business or buying your first home or saving for whatever comes next, Sterling Bank is proud to be a part of your team. Because when the home team wins, the whole community wins. Visit your local branch or go to stirbank.bank to learn more. Sterling Bank, local, friendly banking made to fit you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So Argentina comes back and wins yesterday after being down 2 goals in with 80 at the 80th minute mark, and they end up winning. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you need to listen to this call. Not a fan of that. He goes on. He drones on for another, 20, 30 seconds, Colton?
But he's taking breaths. That's not impressive. The impressive ones are when it's just one sustained goal.
Okay.
He's just, that's a hack job there. You can hear the breaths.
Well, you weren't impressed. Wow.
No, not impressed at all.
I thought it was funny.
Well, anybody could do that. Not everybody could hold the note, if you will, to use the, when they go, then they just hold it indefinitely. Now
that's impressive.
Is impressive.
Okay. You want to give it your best shot?
No, because I can't do it.
Colton?
That takes training. You have to train your lungs. You have to train. Well, I'm serious. You have to train to do something like that.
I think you and I agree from a broadcast standpoint, there's no one more talented than who does the Kentucky Derby. And just the continuous talk, the back and forth, having to locate the horses and the jockeys in such a quick, continuous moment.
I think it's the hardest job in announcing.
Yeah, in that little stint, basically.
20 horses, 2 minutes. They're all wadded up there, and you've got to memorize silk colors, jockey name, horse name, and know it. After you just did another race with 12 other horses 30 minutes prior. It's just something. I'm amazed at that.
Creatine cramps. That was one of the worst calls I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Casey and Ozark, the announcer sounded like he was a dog that got ran over by a semi-truck.
Very amateurish.
Colton?
What, my thoughts on it?
Yeah.
He was obviously overcome with emotion. That's why he didn't quite hit the full.
Well,
no-breath
but then he went again, and he doubled down with another deep breath, and then just.
Not a fan.
No.
Right.
Imposters work.
Yeah. Now I know. I don't think. I don't know what this guy's opinion would be on this. I don't know what Larry Rath and David Rath would think about that. We'll have to ask him at some point. I do know that they're excited about the Big Ath $10,000 summer giveaway. You can go on Facebook right now. You can register in person at both locations, 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith. Big reveal. Grand prize winner announced on August the 1st. It's happening live on their Facebook page. And again, it could be you walking away with $10,000. Make sure you sign up at either Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith or Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. They've got the huge selection of road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, plus the new vehicles at Rath Mitsubishi. Both sides of the tunnel, they'll help you out, plus the Meineke Car Care Center as well.
You want to impress us here on the Morning Rush? Bring me Michael Buffer. Let's get ready to rumble. And he holds rumble out for 45 seconds. He used to do this when he had 2 undefeated fighters. Dan in Charleston reminds me of this. Somebody's has got to go. And he took a very short breath in between somebody's and got to go. That is that's impressive. Michael Buffer could hold the note.
Hold the note.
He could hold the note. He would have made a soccer announcer. He could at least call goals. That'd be fun to hear Michael Buffer do goal.
Do
soccer. He could do it as well as any of those guys because he has that ability to hold the note.
Has the knack.
Yeah. So.
Has the knack. Well, that's the soccer 3 minutes that you'll get out of the Morning Rush after the U.S. was defeated. Don't know how much more we'll do. You got Messi still in it. Ronaldo's gone. Neymar's gone. They're just losing stars left and right when it comes. Holland's still in there, but they're losing stars when it comes to the World Cup.
Well, again, I think my interest has waned, and it'll have a resurgence as we get down to maybe the semifinals. Got a couple, because we're still, 3 weeks out from this thing being over?
Is it July 26th, maybe? I don't
2
remember.
weeks out?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Same time as SEC Media Days?
I feel like that weekend. I feel it was the weekend after Media Days.
Remind me, didn't the last World Cup finals end in penalty kicks 4 years ago?
It was Argentina and France, wasn't it, Colton? And Mbappe, I think, had
someone
3
looked
goals.
Colton looked at it. I thought it was a what was that? All right, we're going to talk to Coach Bones Bagante with the Arkansas Diamonds. We'll do that next. We're brought to you by Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202 is their number. You can call and get your reservations for fall. 870-431-5202. And Gaston's can fix you up with a great lodge, cabin, accommodations for you and your family, great meals in the restaurant, also guided fishing as well. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time, every time.
Well, he's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about. A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Arkansas is a hard-working state, and we know you need to make your dollar go further. Crane Team's the home of affordability and a simple buying process. Fuel economy, great financing rates, and low prices. We've made it easy.
Get up to 40 miles per gallon when you shop new Kia K4 or Hyundai Elantra. Your choice, just $22,995. For new Sport at your Tucson, just $399 a month.
The Crane Team is here to put you on the road today. Visit craneteam.com.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook. With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or need help with bankruptcy, Social Security, wills, trusts, estates, or family law issues, Craig Cook will go to work for you. Call us today, 479-783-8000. The law offices of Craig L. Cook with locations in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We work for working people.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, the paint store, Van Buren.
There it is. Great things are happening at the Golf Nut. The all-new Titleist GTS drivers and fairway woods are in stock. Book your custom fitting today and check out the new Lab 2.1 and 2.2 putters along with special play number golf ball 0 through 99 in Pro V1 and Pro V1X. And while you're there, shop the great selection of Ghost golf bags, hats, and accessories. Everything you need for your game is at the Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Back here on the Morning Rush. Another fun weekend coming up with the Arkansas Diamonds. We'll get our report with Coach Bones Bagante here in just a moment as the Arkansas Diamonds are on the road to Memphis, Tennessee. And Coach joins us now. Bones, we talked last before the holiday about the exciting wild finish with Memphis. It's very unique. You turn around, you're going to play them again, this time on the road at Memphis, coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, man. You know, we talked about the scheduling and stuff like that, and that's the thing about arena ball. You know, we get to go play these unique schedules with back-to-back games coming after the holiday, man. I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it.
How have you and your team spent the bye week in this case? Y'all were all for the holiday weekend. How did your team spend not just the weekend, but the week leading up with practices, and then also what's on deck this week for the Diamonds?
Yeah, man. Just a lot of film study, a lot of maintenance work for our bodies. You know, it's mid-season, so the team that's the most healthiest is going to make it the farthest at this point. You know. So just film study and maintenance on our bodies, man, and just correcting the areas that we need to so we can execute the game plan.
Man, when you look back at the end of that exciting finish you had with Memphis in that home game a couple of weeks ago, I think that video's gotten, 100,000 plus views and watches. That's got to be really good for your team, and it has to have raised more interest and conversation around your team and around the program. Yeah, man, it's just a great example of what we're capable of doing with great ownership, and what this league is capable of doing, and just arena teams in general. When you have great backing and you have visionaries in positions to allow that, man, that finish was amazing, man. I mean, I don't particularly like it. It gives me a heart attack every time, but the fans love it. Yeah. Well, and they do. The organization around you they do such a great job entertaining the fans beyond just the game, with the music, with the Diamond Girls, and all the things that go on just to make it a full 360 experience when you come to a game. Yeah, man. We try to take the Savannah Banana approach, man, and just nonstop 2 hours of entertainment. Even when the football is not entertaining, we try to let's do something with the fans. Let's give away tickets. Let's raffle. Let's have a contest. It's all about entertainment. It's the fans' first league. All right, so let's talk about the Hound Dogs. Play them again, back-to-back opponent on the road. What will be the differences this time? I know you'd like the game not to be quite as nervous and anxious at the end. What's maybe different about this game plan for the road game at Memphis?
I mean, we were a little shaky on defense, and in the sense that we were working through some new things, man. And I think we're tightening up those bolts on that end, And offensively, I think we just got to get Ambrose going early and get him comfortable, and I think we'll be fine, And if we can just execute the game plan, because we really didn't grade out that well the last time we played them. So if we can do what we need to do on our end, I think the results will take care of themselves.
All right, let's go over the schedule real quick because you're on the road this week with Memphis. Then you play Ozark, Missouri. The Lunkers on the road next Saturday on the 18th. And then the final home game of the regular season against Monroe, Louisiana, and the Greenheads on July 25th. So just three games left, 2 of them on the road, 1 final home game remain for the Diamonds this year.
Yeah, it seems like just yesterday I was just like, I can't wait for the season to start now.
Coach, appreciate it. Always great, and we look forward to your next home game as well. It's been What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Halftime is next.
Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step